Welcome to Geo Knowledge. Today, in Geo Knowledge, we will study about the formation of different types of physical features found on the surface of the Earth. Now, first of all, we will understand what are physical features and how do they form. Physical features are landforms or relief features that we observe on the surface of the Earth. The surface of the Earth that is not even. It has many different landforms like plains, plateaus, mountains, valleys, deserts, etc. But all of them have not formed in the same way. They are formed by different processes. We classify these processes into two groups. These are endogenic processes and exogenic processes. Let's understand what are endogenic processes. Endogenic processes refer to activities or phenomena that occur inside the Earth's surface, and their effects can be seen on the surface of the Earth. That means some activities which are happening inside the Earth's surface, which we cannot see, but their impact can be seen on the surface of the Earth. There are two examples that we will be discussing here: plate tectonic movements and volcanic eruption. Both of these activities are taking place inside the Earth's surface, but the result of their movement can be seen on the surface of the Earth. In order to know about plate tectonic movement, we first of all need to know about Pangaea. What is this Pangaea? It is believed that all the continents of the present world were a part of a giant landmass about 335 million years ago. This landmass is termed as supercontinent Pangaea, which means that the world that we see today was not like this 335 million years ago. Let us understand what might have happened due to which we don't see the world of that time. You must be wondering, why don't we see Pangaea now? We don't see Pangaea because of the movement of tectonic plates. Now let us understand what are tectonic plates and why do they move. The Earth's crust is divided into large slabs of rocks which are called tectonic plates. These plates are continuously moving due to the force exerted by the convection currents. These currents are released by the core of the Earth. This movement is called tectonic movement. Let us understand the whole mechanism of convection currents. What happens? The heat of the core generates energy. That energy is released in the form of convection currents. These currents travel towards the crust via mantle. That means that they come from the core, they pass through the mantle, and then they reach the upper part of the mantle and the lower part of the crust. While they are moving from the core towards this part, their temperature changes. As a result of this change in the temperature, they start to sink down again. That means that they are moving in a cyclic manner. From core they come up. When they come up, they cool down and then they start going back towards the core again. So when the convection currents reach the upper part of the mantle or the place which is also called as asthenosphere, here we need to remember that asthenosphere is that layer inside the Earth's surface above which the tectonic plates exist and they float. So when the heat reaches there, because of that heat, the plates experience movements. These movements can be diverging, converging or transform. What are these movements and what are their impacts? We will see that in the next slide. There are three different plate movements, and in all the 3 plate movements the effects are different. In the first one, divergent movement, the plates move away from each other. When they move away from each other, they create a fault between them. That fault becomes a new ocean floor. In the second, convergent movement, the plates move towards each other. When they move towards each other, they collide. As a result of this collision, a fold mountain forms. In the third one, that is transform movement, the plates slide past each other and there is no change which is observed. Plates may subside. So we have understood how tectonic activities are responsible for changing the face of the earth. That means that all the new ocean floors and the fold mountains, they are formed as a result of tectonic movements. In the same way, volcanic activities also play an important role in modifying the surface of the earth. They are activities which are happening inside the earth's surface. That means eruption of molten rock material from the earth's interior due to the force exerted by convection currents is called volcanic activity. Since it is happening inside the earth's surface, therefore it's an endogenic process. But its effect can be seen on the surface of the earth. That means the rock material which comes out and it solidifies after cooling on the earth's surface, it may form a volcanic mountain or a plateau. Here we have to remember that endogenic processes alone do not bring changes on the surface of the earth. Along with endogenic processes, exogenic processes also play an important role. What are exogenic processes? These are activities or phenomena that occur on the surface of the earth and their effects can also be seen on the surface of the earth. These activities are performed by agents of gradation like running water, wind, sea waves, underground water, etc. These are all moving from one place to another place, and when they move from one place to another place, they bring about changes at both the places. The place from where they are moving to the place where they are reaching. So, weathering and erosion of rocks, transportation and deposition of rock materials, these are some activities which are performed by these agents of gradation. Let's take a quick look at these 3 processes: weathering, transportation and deposition. What is weathering? Weathering is the process of breaking down of rocks into small particles. Running water, wind, glacier, sea waves, underground water, all these are moving from one place to another. When they move, they have speed and force. By applying that force, they can cut down the rocks into small particles. These small particles are carried by them because they are moving. When their speed reduces, they cannot carry the rock particles further, so they start depositing them. As a result of this cutting and deposition, the height of the place changes. That means that the place where cutting down of rocks has taken place, the height reduces, and the place where broken rock particles have been deposited, there the height increases. These agents of gradation are responsible for changing the height of the place because of the process that they perform, that is cutting and deposition. The plains around the world have formed by the work of deposition, which is performed by running water and wind. It's time to recap. What have we learned today? The surface of the earth experiences many changes. 2 types of processes which bring about changes on the surface of the earth are endogenic and exogenic processes. Weathering and erosion are examples of exogenic processes. Movement of the Earth's crustal plates is known as plate tectonic movement. Movement in which two tectonic plates move apart from each other is called divergent movement. The name given to the landmass where all the continents were joined together is Pangaea. The plate movement where no change is observed is transform movement. When two tectonic plates collide, they form fold mountains. The process of eruption of molten rock material is called volcanic eruption. Movement in which two tectonic plates come towards each other is called convergent movement. Landforms which form due to solidification of lava are volcanic mountains and plateaus. The process in which rocks are broken into small particles is called weathering. The broken rock particles are carried from one place to another, which is called transportation. Running water, wind, glaciers, sea waves are called agents of gradation. When running water, wind, sea waves deposit the broken rock particles, they form a plain. Plain, plateaus, mountains, these are examples of physical features. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates on geography, visit and like my Facebook page. The address is given below.